Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. Uh, Today could have gone better. It rained, and I accidentally got some water in the charger port of my phone. My phone still works, but it's currently drying in front of a fan. So if you may hear like a slight buzzing in the background, that's a tiny USB desktop fan that I have. So that's the reason why. But other than that, yeah, it's weekend. Very busy weekend for me. Tomorrow I'll be home with the family very early in the morning. So I'll probably stream for like 2.5 hours, but no more than 3 hours. But I did wanted to take like a moment and play through some more Broken Sword. Because I like the story so far. It's a very interesting game. And I'm glad that I get to touch on the series. But other than that, anything else? Tomorrow, for once I'll be doing a very late solo stream. Just to try it out. And also because I just wanted to get up to speed with Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Because for people who are not in the knows, that game is currently being replayed because I lost the VODs. Yeah, I lost the VOD of the third episode. So there's a bit of an oopsie on my part, but it is fine. I will be fine. Yeah, since I won't have too much time, I say we'll get right into the game. Yes. Right, so we were here. We just retrieved the strange artifact thingy, right? Also, let's... yes. So let's read up on the story real quick, starting with our good friend... God, I've got his name already. That's so bad. Mr. Stobart. I think his name was George. Paris vacation. My long overdue vacation in Paris. This is the life. Sitting in cafes, drinking coffee, enjoying the sunshine and the ladies. Whoa, the cafe exploded. Just exploded. Exploded. Clown left a bomb in an accordion, killed a guy and nearly killed me. I'll bring the clown to justice once I get some hearing back in my ears. The police don't think I had anything to do with the explosion, which is a relief, but who was responsible? But a very cute photojournalist called Nico Collard. She works for La Liberté. I think that's how you pronounce it. Some kind of newspaper. She knew something about whoever planted the bomb, but wasn't giving much away. But she did give me her number. Met an old guy in the courtyard near the cafe. He saw a man running away after the bomb blast, wearing a jacket made of the same material I found in the sewers. He gave the jacket away straight away, but I've got the phone number of the tailor who made it, so I might have a lead. Paris, clown chasing. Visited Nico in her apartment. Turns out her editor spiked the story. Seems some important guys are being assassinated by clowns and penguins, while the police are keeping quiet about the murders. Not quite the vacation I expected. What a wacky vacation! Inside the clown's nose, I found the name of the costume shop from which the clown suit was hired. A great lead. Nico sharp. When I showed her the material that I found in the courtyard, she gave me a photograph she took at the scene. It shows a man emerging from the courtyard, wearing trousers made of the same material, and there's a scar on his cheek in the shape of a crescent moon. The guy in Nico's photograph, he bought grease paint from the costume shop and rented 2 costumes. Same as the Pixie and Bozo the Clown. Apparently he called himself Khan. I'm on his trail. Nico was right. The police are ignoring these murders. Inspector Rosso refused to even discuss the incident and said he'd been taking off the case. It's beginning to look like a cover-up. Gave the tailor Todrick another call. He finally admitted to knowing something. Confirmed that the guy who bought the suit was called Khan. Apparently he's staying at the Hotel Ubu. I'm getting closer. Met the most fantastic and insane English woman, Lady Piermont. She recognized the photo of Khan, but said he claimed to be called Merlin. He's been lying to her, toying with her affections. Brave man, she's after revenge. Yeah, Lady Piermont is fantastic. Amazing, aristocratic English woman. That was so close. Just as I was searching Khan's hotel room, he came in. I hid in the wardrobe. My heart was thumping so hard, I am amazed he didn't hear me. He left his trousers on his bed. I found a matchbook with the name Club Alamat and a fake electrician's ID card. Lady Piermont is fantastic. If I were a couple of 100 years older, after helping me get the room key, she then worked her magic to get me Khan's stash out of the hotel safe. It turned out to be an ancient manuscript, so that was what Planter was killed for. But why? Yeah, so we have the manuscript in our inventory, I think, or did we leave it somewhere here? Ah, here we go.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Back in Nico's apartment, alright.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
How is Nico doing? Okay. Before we start with the important stuff, let's first go over the other dialogue.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, Josh.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of
Patience.
that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Yeah, the weird thing with the director's cut is it can give such a whiplash when it switches to the 1996 voices and the 2010 voices. So I'm like, whoa. Spiking quality.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while Grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Damn.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, Josh.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
I think we already went through this the last time, but I'll still go over it again.
No way. No. Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Damn.
I found this in the killer's room.
What is
Right.
it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
Now for the manuscript.
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Oh,
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem.
ah, yeah, we have watched this
He
before.
offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to
Okay, the
Christian
audio's a bit
Holy Land.
loud.
Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And
This is like the best feat of a lore story ever.
They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy.
Do you need to know Latin for studying law?
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Well, that's true.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She
Oh,
was the
God.
one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Let's face
Seriously?
it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobineau.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobineau guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Okay.
Are you sure you've never heard of Thomas Merlin?
Positive.
Okay.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobineau at the Krone Museum.
We'll do that right now. Okay, some more story. The museum. Let's check in here. Hello, sir.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobineau?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Labano does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Not a sausage. No, I don't think this guy is useful.
Thanks for your help.
Let's check around.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
He's so excited! What about the tapestry here, or the totem pole? The fuck are you doing, man? Jesus! You don't touch artifacts like that. It's not cool, George.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Oh, do I dare to check over here? Before George starts messing with everything.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
To be honest, I kinda get his point. That smell is not a great smell to have. Oh. Damn, I didn't know there was a way out.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Well, let's ask him about the
Can you
tripod.
give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
John Dee's nuts?
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever it was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Interesting. Okay, what about...
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology.
Tell
Can I
me
take
more.
a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Alright.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
How about the scroll?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No, no, no. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read.
Oh my god.
So he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on.
Wow.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers.
I don't know.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Damn.
Thanks for your help.
Nope.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
Damn it, George. Let me open the window again. Whoa, he walked right through the case. Did you guys see that? That's funky.
Watch out! You will have that done on top of us! Watch out! No, monsieur. No, et no.
Okay, okay.
No, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he's walking through everything. My god. He's the most powerful character we've met so far. He has actual superpowers.
No, monsieur.
Okay.
Nothing here. So do we just report back to Nico? Back in Nico's apartment, I guess.
Hi.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
Oh shit,
No,
the
he
dialogue.
wasn't there.
The guy wasn't there.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
Oh
All
wow.
the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Oh my god, you don't know where Ireland is? Have you studied geography at all, George?
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay.
A knight, the knight through my teachings. There's a woman, but there's a guy working on a loop.
Look there.
Okay, we've looked at
I
that.
have to go.
Okay.
Okay, see you later, George. Oh, we're going to the airport. Oh shit, to Ireland, Logmarn. Going Irish. A few hours later.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne.
Oh.
The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
Alright, George, my boy. We are in Ireland. McDavid. Ooh. What's with you?
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks. Every last
Oh, no.
penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home.
I would feel really
Look,
sad for
man,
him
says I,
if the BGM wasn't so
see what your
fucking
dad and
loud.
son has earned with his own sweat and blood, when suddenly me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Weird audio mismatch there.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
A ghost?
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Ooh.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows that could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Okay.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I want to hear more.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
It's haunted.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Wow.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
I don't think he's...
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I don't think he's that useful for the most part. Let's check in the lounge. So many people.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Jesus, George.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Damn.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Look, I gotta be going. Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Yeah, we all know archaeology isn't exciting.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
I think he would be right on that.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't
Incompetent,
I
probably?
the rest of them put together?
Incontinent.
Bye for now.
How about you?
He wasn't listening.
Oh.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Oh damn. I want to know what's inside.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
What up,
Do you know
people?
where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Okay.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticated. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Oh boy. Personal issues.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that, I've seen it, and let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectre.
Oh.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I was thinking like Phantom of the Opera.
Goodbye for now.
How about this guy? Hurry up, George.
Hi there, old-timer. What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure.
Necklace?
Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Alright, weirdo.
Do you know Pegram the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Okay, what about the
Can you tell
castle?
me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Ooh, spooky.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh,
Oh.
Can I buy you a beer?
very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
I'll see you later.
Strong drink then. How about you, fella? You seem interesting.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Oh.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Gruesome.
See you later.
Guess you go up here. Oh, who are you? All the
Do
hay.
you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Where the fuck is this conversation going? Jesus Christ.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Cool.
I have to go now.
Can we go in? Probably locked, isn't it?
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
What is a pole door?
Pushing with all...
Can this help? Nah, probably not. Can I shake your hands, good sir?
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
No bonding stuff,
I have to
Jesus.
go now.
Oh, back here. It's music.
The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
Okay. Let's web check. Sean Fitzgerald is hiding something, but I can't figure out exactly what. Yeah, he seemed like he was hiding something, but I wasn't sure if he did. Were you Sean? Or was it the other guy?
Hey, McGuire.
What?
Oh, it's McGuire. No.
See you later.
Okay.
Mr. Fitzgerald? Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
Damn it, he saw through my disguise.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Check out this pass.
Thomas Merlin? No, never heard of him.
What do you think this tool is used for?
Something to do with horses?
Wrong. It's for opening manhole covers.
It opens
really?
holes.
Well, you learn something every day.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
What does this red nose suggest to you?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
Jesus.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
See you later.
Could I order a drink and give it to him?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Oh, that sounds just absolutely lovely.
Look, I gotta... Mr. Fitzgerald? See you later. The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. Mr. See you later.
Oh, what's this over here?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
We just take that.
Mr. Fitzgerald? Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald. See you later.
Maybe a bit too observant.
He wasn't listening.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. Hello there. What now?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Damn.
Goodbye for now.
How about you?
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Boss man.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Bye for now.
Oh, that is supposed to
Mr.
be.
Fitzgerald?
That's supposed to be like that.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
Ooh. Hi, hello. Yeah, this game's quite interesting. It has an interesting story.
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Marquet?
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Oh, okay.
This is your last chance to show me the package.
Let's keep pressuring him.
I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Marquet?
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Jesus. Oh.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes? And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Oh, let's check that out real quick.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
The pixie. Holy shit, it's him.
Hey, Maguire.
What?
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight.
Damn, so he just got kidnapped. That's insane.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okay. Wait. The drains.
I tugged at the trapdoor,
Oh,
but it was
trapdoor.
locked from the inside.
Inside.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
Okay. Anything else I'm missing here? Oh, what's this?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Okay.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
Okay, that won't work. Let's check back here.
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car?
A
And what was it
Ferrari.
doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
I don't think he was
The
lost.
driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot
Oh.
responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Dude, what the fuck? Your nephew's been abducted. What the fuck?
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
Damn. Okay, give me a quick second. I'll go check up on my phone. Hell yeah, my phone is working again. No longer does it suffer from the
I
rain.
think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvellous! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Marvelous.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
But can we climb it?
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
You mean the bread? Oh. Okay, so that won't work, so guess down we go. Let's check with the people in the pub.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion.
Manhandled?
Suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my idea, is it?
Poor dudes.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Wow. Uncalled for.
Look, I gotta be going. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been given something by Pegram.
I thought he acted strangely.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out of the bar?
Yeah, sure. Just talking, that's all. Goodbye for now. Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
Bye for now.
How about you again?
Hello again.
What?
What?
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad. That's what gets my juices flowing.
God, you make me uncomfortable.
I'll see you later.
Okay. I want to try something. I thought maybe we could use that to reach the top. The old poacher has some wire, but is very protective of it. Okay. Anything over here that we can do? Doesn't seem like it. What about you, kid?
Hey, McGuire.
What?
See you later, kid.
Okay.
Okay, guess not.
He wasn't listening.
Let's try all options with this guy.
Hello again. What? Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Alright.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Never, not until I've gone through all the options.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
What does this red nose mean to you?
Nothing.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without my glasses.
Can you identify this tool?
No.
I'll see you later.
Let's do a hint for this one. As the poacher, I did. Oh.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Book it! Man, shame on you, George, stealing. What about this door? What can we use the wire for exactly?
Pushing with all my strength.
Just try the wire on everything. That's the thing with point and click games. Just try it until it works. No.
I tugged at the...
Okay, what about... No.
Maybe not.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What do you think this wire could be used for?
Stealing cars. There's only one problem.
The local policeman?
No. Nobody in Lochmarn has got a car.
Damn.
See you later, kid.
Okay, Miss...
Nobody owns a car here?
Hey! Hello there. Bye for now.
Do we talk to the old man again, even though he stole his wire?
Hello again.
What?
Here, this wire belongs to you.
Oh no. Never saw it before. No.
I'll see you later.
Really now? That's convenient. But where do we use the wire for? Like, that's the part I'm confused about.
He was...
Talk to the barman.
Excuse me. Yes, sir. Hey, how about another drink?
See him again?
Do you serve cocktails?
I'll serve anyone with manners. And money.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What? Kids in the bar? Can you imagine it? Pinball, pimpers, and puke.
Right, I get the picture. I'll settle for a glass of stout.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
Does this piece of wire mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Ew.
Look, I gotta be going. On the back of the cart was a crazily stacked tower of hay bales, leaning precariously against the castle wall.
Okay, if I go up here again. There's nothing else here that I can look at. Oh?
I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
Oh. Let's try everything. Something's gotta work.
I pushed my... There was a narrow crack between two of the stones where the centuries-old mortar had crumbled away.
Okay. Oh, hold up. What's over here at the door? Do we find something useful?
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge.
Okay. Fire. Damn it. Bit faster, George, please. What's with this again?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position. The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch. I tugged at the trap. It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
Can we do anything with the trapdoor? No? Then maybe if we talk to everybody and give them all the clues, maybe that will do something?
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What do you think?
Lifting.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. That gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding. Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry. I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so.
But he's right, though.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Nobody wants to shake George's hand.
What do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister. For an old guy.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
See you later, kid.
Okay.
Back inside. Will nothing work with him? I've only not talked to
Excuse
these
me?
three here.
Yes, sir?
Here's something which might interest you.
It doesn't.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Doyle. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Goddamn alcoholics.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Hey, bartender?
A landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No, sir.
No?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Oh.
Well, now, isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Oh boy, we're going to
And when
fake
you
it till we
finish
make
that,
it.
will you take a look at the pumps?
Oh boy, we're going to fake it till we make it. People, don't do that in real life, please.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
But you studied law, not electric engineering.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
No?
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard
Holy
safety
shit.
precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man, on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Down the cellar we go. Yeah, rats.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Oh, that's probably the grate outside. Let's check it out. Oh my god, I can enter.
The trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Oh.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Nasty guy. I don't like this. Ugh.
It was impossible.
It was impossible.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trapdoor.
Uh-huh.
It was Peagrim's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
Wow.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay. The leaky faucets?
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Ew.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Do we have anything else going on here? Well, I found the flashlight.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I found your flashlight.
So I see it. You'd better keep hold of that until you fix the pumps.
Look, I gotta be going.
Something in the cellar here that I can be doing. He's telling me to fix the pumps, but there are no pumps here. Up the hay we go. Oh. We already tried these, so maybe ask the kid to help us?
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What do you think of my flashlight?
It's a torch. That's what we call it on this side of the Atlantic.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Hey.
What?
Want a closer look at the gem, McGuire?
You'd better hide that, mister. What if the pixie comes back? You'll be in trouble then.
I don't believe in pixies. Underneath that costume is a psychotic killer.
Yes, the cosplay killer. That's how we call him.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
It was impossible.
It was impossible. Really? I don't believe it. Is that really it? But I tried it, didn't I?
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Okay. Oh, damn. Goat. Oh, damn. George is dead. Oh. Killed by a goat. Oh. Can I go over there? Jeez, what dramatic
The rope
music.
by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Hmm. Will that work? Oh, it does. Right, George, be careful. We are in the deep ends now. Let's check this.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Oh. Are we going to have a puzzle?
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall.
Why would you do that?
Nothing happened.
Boy, George sure loves to stick his fingers in holes where it doesn't belong. Oh.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Okay.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Oh.
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
Oh. And what's this?
I tried in vain to move.
Okay.
I reached into the sack. The sack contained a fine white powder.
Mm-hmm. Let's check this again. We cannot lift this. Ah, we got the powder now. Try to make a cast out of it.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled. I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I smoothed the patch of sand. I smoothed.
You smooth it out.
I reached into the sack.
Okay. The cloth. Ah, right.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
Is that enough?
I smoothed.
Apparently not. Did this work? No? Is there maybe some water outside that we can use? Though this place does seem really dry. What did we borrow, like some water somewhere?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Does this...
I'm not interested.
Oh,
Look,
fine. Be that way. Oh, wait, maybe
The faucet...
the faucets. Make it wet.
I held the towel and...
Turn it off. Shut it off. Shut it all off. Oh, I'm big braining probably. I hope so at least. Back in we go. Come on, George. Now it should work.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Can we now take it?
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Oh, great. So let's use it.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Oh shit. Oh. That evening back in Paris. Back to Nico. Okay, so let's read back on what's happening with Nico since last time. Palais Royal, Pierre Gaston interview. Relaxing in bed when I was disturbed by a phone call from my director, Ronnie. He asked me to interview Pierre Garçon, media tycoon and serial philanderer, on the case like a shot. Creeping by my side the Garçon apartment. Monsieur Garçon called Mademoiselle Garçon called his eyes Monsieur Garçon suave and charming, living up to his reputation, played along with his flirtations. The sound of a vase smashing and Monsieur Garçon went to investigate. A gunshot, I rushed into the room and found Mime standing over Garçon's body. Mime beckoned. As I walked to him, he punched me, knocked me out. Came to find Imelda distraught, almost feel sorry for her. Let's get to the bottom of the story before the police arrive. This is the break that I have waited for. Imelda doesn't trust me very much. Fortunately, she has chosen to let me investigate her husband's murder. In Garçon's safe, found a stone cylinder with symbols carved on the surface. Got the imprint and found that it contained a coded message. Subjudice, SDSSDSS. Subjudice refers to a case that is under the jurisdiction of a court. But what about the letters? Garçon was carrying a boat ticket marked Bateau de la Concierge. The Concierge being the ancient law courts. The coded message included the word subjudice. I should follow the clues exactly by going to the quayside on the Ile de la Cite, literally under the Concierge. Below the Concierge, subjudice. Found a shell case underneath rotting skiff. Weird thing to find in a grotto. Garçon's stone cylinder operated a mechanism which opened the door to a hidden chamber, but my way is blocked. Someone had gone to great lengths to protect something. I made it into an extraordinary stateroom, the place that someone wanted to hide. Something very sinister going on, and I'm part of it. Amazing, Garçon, the media hero, has a very nasty past, and he is somehow connected to the costume killer's murders. Strange guy called Plantard phone, saying he had information about the costume killer. How did he know I was writing the story, let alone that it had been spiked? He wants me to meet him at the Café de Chandelle Verte tomorrow morning. But should I go? What if it's a trap? They have been watching me. Will they come after me now? Need to get the story published straight away. Ronnie will love it. Can't believe it. Ronnie spiked the story. Someone powerful has got to him. Someone connected with Garçon and this whole nasty business, my big break, and I must let it go. Meeting Plantard. Explosive results. Arrives to meet Plantard. Turned out the cafe has been blown up. Plantard is the latest victim of the costume killer. Will I be next? Met an American guy, George, who was caught at the blast. He's keen to find out what happened. I gave him my phone number. I hope that wasn't a mistake. Last thing I need is someone pestering me. George called. He has found some clues. I invited him over this afternoon. Need to find out more for myself before I rise. Should I go to the police? Can I trust him? Glad to have someone else investigating. Fleur the flower seller tells me a girl who looked like me broke into my apartment. She must have planted a bug, which is how Plantard knew about the Spike story. Maybe Plantard was scared and wanted to talk to me, tell me what was really going on. Garçon's organization have kept me under surveillance, but have chosen not to kill me. Yet, how about the costume killer? There's some kind of war going on, but I don't know how or why I'm involved. The police missed evidence in the cafe. Not that I'm surprised. Found a pouch with another coded letter and a strange metal object. Great, hi, how are you doing, man? Thank you for rating me. Here. If anyone hasn't followed Creed yet, go follow him. Oh no, wait, that's right. Sorry, no. I was supposed to do shoutouts. Not raid, you were just done with streaming. Yeah. Follow Creed. He just did some retro games. Shame I had to miss some of those. Hi Creed, hi Mordecai, how are you doing? Let's see here. Headpad, Hydrate, Headpad, and the kitty, and also snack time. Okay. Hold on, let me get onto it. What shall I take? I think this calls for some pepper jack girls. Are you doing good? That's great. I should be good for the YouTube spot? Hell yeah. Thank God. Oh yeah. Not to make you jealous, but you do need to try these. These are so good. Getting myself a big bowl of them. Wow. There we go. Yeah, these are Hers Pepper Jack flavored cheese curls. They're big cheese curls. And it tastes so good. But yeah, welcome in. We are continuing on with Broken Swords. I'm just going to read over Nico's story, what happened in the last stream. I've already went to George's story, where we left off. So, Garçon's organization kept me under surveillance, but have chosen not to kill me, yet. How about the costume killer? There's some kind of war going on, but I don't know how or why I'm involved. Policeman's evidence in a cafe, not unsurprised, found a pouch with another encoded letter. And a strange metal object with a familiar symbol. Decrypted the message. It was written to Planter by Imelda. She was clearly part of the organization and lied to me. Her front was a complete sham. She warns Planter that the murderer will come after them. Planter must have really wanted to tell me or show me something. Oh no, found part of a photograph which links my father directly with Garçon. He was part of Garçon's organization, a fascist involved in war atrocities. Can this really be true? Papa is the link to this whole business. Was he the real reason why Garçon asked me to meet? I hope George does come over, but this part of the story must remain my own terrible secrets. Yeah, your father isn't the nicest person. Oh, so good. I need to find more bags of these.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Garçon's. But that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
Can we open it? No?
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was but that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
Guess it's nothing? What is my objective? Back in Nico's apartment, what now? Let's take a hint to see where we need to go. Phone, okay. Let's check on the phone and see how we work from there. Like, it is so long ago, I don't know what Nico has been up to. We haven't really done much from her aside from the beginning. It's been mostly George we've been playing with.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Merlin? Oh my God. Merlin's the killer. I'd better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing. But I couldn't just let her die.
You gotta save the bitch.
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
But real talk though, Imelda has lied to us before. What if this is a trap? Not to be skeptical, but...
Locked? No way was I going to break through a door like that.
The
intercom system wasn't working.
Oh dear.
Sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
Oh no.
Locked?
Do we need to climb the statue maybe? Out to the window? Doing some classic breaking and entering?
Tight. Presumably to stop critics stealing it. Who else would want to? I unhooked the first wire.
Oh damn.
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
You had to push.
If I could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
Hell yeah, you go, girl. Go, Nico.
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it. No.
Can we slice up with the cards? No.
No. No.
Really? Oh, I guess that works. But wait, didn't we see Khan in Ireland just earlier? Could he really have gone from Paris to Ireland back to France? I don't think so, but there's something going on.
My God, I'm too late.
Oh no.
Imelda. Oh no. Nico? Don't worry, you're going to be alright.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
Damn.
She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
But why?
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace. I opened it. Inside was a tiny gold key. I took the key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
Hurry. Now I wonder, will it work on the box that we have here?
In the dim light, I caught the reflection of something metallic. A small, sinister-looking metal disc had been tucked under my father's box. It was a bug. Oh, chère cousine. You left me a little present. You shouldn't have. You don't scare me. Espèce de...
Okay, but back to the box. I want to open the box. Get the box. My curiosity.
Was carved by my father. The elephant.
Yes, your dead father carved this box. Boo-hoo. Try the key.
The key.
It opens.
I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside. It was a photograph of Imelda, but why here? In my father's box.
He is also involved. Oh god.
I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Canchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father. There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come.
Damn, that picture really says like, hey, meet the besties murdering some people. Jesus.
Hotel St. Georges, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you're really working for. Or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No, they'll just give you a funny job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda.
Literally.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all.
Redemption.
He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
About that, this is being streamed in front of people.
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in. Hello, George.
George is back from Ireland.
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead.
And you say Pigram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pigram's gem?
The Templars' gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man. Do you want to look after the gem?
No, Georges. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Yeah.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Yeah, we got the gem. The tripod is at the museum.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a pic.
Yeah.
Look, Nico, a handful of plaster.
I brought plaster.
Yeah. Why is it that men never really grow up?
What's your problem, sister?
Your pockets stuffed with useless junk like little boys.
You never know when useless junk might come in handy.
He's just having
I
fun.
can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lopinot at the Krun Museum. And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Take care, George.
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Yeesh. Maybe go back at the museum? Guess I'll just... Or do I maybe go back to Ireland? Because... Excuse me. We never really... We just... The story just cut off when we went to the secret place. Oh, Ireland's not even an option. We have to stay here in Paris. Then why is it even an option? You're not allowing me back in Ireland? Damn. I liked it there. Well, fine, let me check back on the tripod.
No, monsieur. No. Eh, no. Okay, okay.
No, monsieur. No, 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 no. Wait, not here. Police station? I genuinely don't know what
It was
he's
just some
doing.
police paperwork. Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic, in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel.
No.
Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
No, one looked like a gorilla, the other one looked like Italian Waluigi.
See you later, Sergeant.
Okay, so now we need to make a trip to a hospital. Yeah.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Locked.
Jesus, George. Know some restraint. Stop trying to push and pull everything. American Psycho.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
Sheesh.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Of course.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Well,
Thanks for your help.
thanks for nothing. Receptionist lady.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
God damn
Brother
it.
half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom.
My
We were separated
God.
at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not.
Ah, George, my man. You are not convincing.
So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from a zoo.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children.
Theodore the
Personally,
Bear?
I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Imagine lying on your deathbed in a hospital room and then fucking Freddy Fazbear comes in and goes ho 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 ho. Yeah, then you may do like a shooting prayer for yourself. Oh man. I don't think I have anything to prove. Yeah, FNAF moment in 1996.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Can I go down the hallway? Oh, I can. Several minutes later. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. Can't find my way to the wards. Why we talk to her, probably?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
What does this...
I advise...
Yeah.
Look at this ID pad.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on
shit.
Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on Ward J2. That's... Nurse Grendel's ward.
Nurse Grendel?
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock, alarm call. 6:10, bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
Damn.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Damn. Nowadays hospitals have like colored railroad lines if you need to follow to the right department. Or they have like a gajillion signs which tell you where you need to go.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow. Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
Oh, damn.
It's a deal.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be
God
a
bless
great
him.
comfort.
He is.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
I think we're not going anywhere here.
Take care now.
Let's move along.
Oui, monsieur.
Is this ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Can't you make an exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must speak to the doctor.
I can't wait that long. What if he snuffs it?
You can't talk like that here. This is a hospital. You will have to leave. I told you to leave. You may come back at visiting time, monsieur.
Thanks. When is that?
The second Tuesday of each month.
Okay, ma'am. I know when I'm not wanted.
Okay, guess we'll just ask the doctor.
Excuse me, sir. Thanks for your help.
How about reception?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
No?
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Right. What's the problem with Nurse Grendel?
She's uptight and twisted on account of a broken heart.
Oh, that's
Aw.
too bad. I thought she was just plain bad-tempered.
That also. By the way, sir, I wouldn't stand too close to Mr. Shiny's grease valve. If he has an emission, it'll take the shine clean off your shoes. Say, nice sneakers.
Thanks. How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted.
Oh,
I
man.
heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Right.
See you later.
Yeah.
I told you to leave.
Okay. Nurse Grundle won't let me in the wards.
The nose was hollow. It was a bright...
Wait, hold up.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
No, Mr. Shiny.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Really now, I can't take this moment to check in here. There we go. Yeah, it's probably a crime to disguise yourself as a doctor. George, you're breaking so many laws here today.
Good afternoon, Doctor. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Yeah, that's definitely like 1,000,000% illegal.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
Monsieur Boissy? Damn. Mr. Bussy the Clown.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good.
Damn, imagine not being able to clown again.
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay. Let me check here.
Doctor!
Clotty fever, yeah. Not
What
the
is it?
clotty fever.
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
Yeah, honestly, George has been faking as a doctor now, but also been faking as an electrician as well.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later. Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it.
That's not a thing you say to patients, man. Jesus.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
Damn.
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job. Seems fine to me.
You're not...
I'll come back.
You're not doing it right, you fucker.
Oh, Doctor.
What now?
You didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
Okay, let's try again.
Sheesh, needy people in the hospital, am I right?
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners.
May I leave?
You haven't finished taking...
Oh god, we're going to be here for a while, aren't we?
I'll keep quiet.
I have to...
How come he gets preferential treatment?
Oh.
It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
I'm no doctor. How to get through these wards? Back in the hospital entrance, okay. I'm going to learn how to take a blood pressure test. Oh.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
Yeah, buddy.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean I'd get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
Jesus.
Okay, sir.
Shut up, Bunny.
See you later.
Right.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Keep it safe until I think of something. See you later.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
A real
Okay.
doctor.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
My god. Yeah, that'll probably reassure anyone in the hospital.
Do you still have that game?
Oh, yeah.
Keep it safe. Follow me, Ben.
I'm right behind.
Oh, you're taking him with us. Oh, there he is.
Hi. I'll come back later.
Do we just try to go past him and then bang? Barney will
You
take
haven't
her.
finished taking my blood pressure.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder. Hey, Benoit!
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that
Oh, yes. What?
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Take his blood pressure. Oh yeah. Oh, do we now try to go past him? We can. Okay. It's real talk though. I'll be saving that here for now. Oh, we are over halfway there. We should be able to finish this in 2 streams probably. Or maybe 1 big stream, I don't know. But yeah. That'll be it for me for today. I'll need to go in bed on time because I need to wake up early. So a bit of a shorter stream, but it's alright. Anyways, in terms of the schedule, you'll guys see me again tomorrow at 10 PM for a more late Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga stream. We'll be basically revisiting Beaming Castle again and try to catch up on where we left off before we restarted the game. Hopefully I'll get as close as I can to be back at that point. But yeah, that'll be it for that. Also, I would like to remind people that I also have a Discord. So if you would like to join, keep updated on the stuff that I do, and also join a place where you can also share your own stuff like your artwork or share when you're going live. I would love to meet some more people who do like retro streams or variety content or just basically any game that you would like to stream. I would love to support anyone that I can. And also, it's also a great place to chat for things like games and memes, or talk about things like pet pictures and food pictures, which I'll be sending quite a bit tomorrow when I'm visiting home, seeing my cat again, and also doing a dessert tour. Which, if you join the Discord, you'll know more about it and see some nice pictures. But yeah, that'll be it for me for today. Let's look around and see who we can raid. Who is online right now? Yeah, let's go raid Zan. /raid Zan. Go rate Zan and give him the usual Aki rate. Here you go. Here's the message. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm really loving how deep we get with the plot here in Broken Sword. I can't wait to see how this will end. We'll definitely get more deeper next time. We'll take a bit more time to just go through the game properly. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye!